Alright, so a little bit of a season update. Alright, so if you watched one of my last videos, I think it was 2 uploads ago, basically I announced that I got onto the New England Devo team. I was meant to be heading to Boston on the 26th of March. And since then, in the last week, everything has just turned into an absolute shitstorm. As most of you will know, coronavirus has basically taken over the world at the moment. There's just countries on lockdown, everyone's been sent home from school, massive events have been shut down, everything's been cancelled or postponed for the next few months. So basically, I was meant to be leaving on the 26th of March to head to Boston, and then the first race, first A race was in halfway through May. And then from there was big races in June and July for New England Devo. Basically the crit series, obviously Tour of America, Dairylands, and then Intelligentsia are in June and July. Those are the big races. Basically everything before that has either been cancelled or postponed. Obviously there's the threat of when I get into the country I would have had to self-isolate myself for 2 weeks to see if I came up with the symptoms. And then even then, every single race for the next month, I think, in Boston has been either cancelled or postponed. Most of them have been cancelled. So I'm going to get there, not be able to train very well, and not be able to do anything for 2 weeks when I get to Boston. I'm going to get there because I want to race, and then not be able to do any races because they're all cancelled. So at this stage I will not be going to Boston. My flights are on hold basically for 12 months. Hopefully the coronavirus will clear itself out and I can head to ride for New England Devo in 2021. Obviously this is pretty disappointing news. I had planned my entire year around heading to Boston and racing for New England Devo and doing a few things. I even had a few plans to head to the UK and film some videos with some people there. Maddie was actually meant to be heading to the States today and doing the Joe Martin stage race. I think it's like in 2 weeks time. That got cancelled. He's also put his flights on a 12-month delay, so he doesn't know if he's going to be heading there until next year either. So for the moment we're both stuck in New Zealand. So basically all my goals have taken a massive hit for the year. Obviously motivation for everyone at the moment is just on an all-time low for wanting to actually train and get out and race. In New Zealand we have our club nationals, which is 13th of April I believe. At the moment that's technically still on, but I very much doubt that that's not going to be either postponed or cancelled at this rate. But that's basically the biggest race that we have coming up here. Basically my plans from here on out, so it's slowly starting to become winter time in New Zealand. So here are my goals at the moment. I'm going to get a smart trainer and then get on Zwift, and then I'm going to start doing some live streams on YouTube of Zwift races and really start stepping into that more esports area, into the Zwift, and I think there's C Arcade and all that type of stuff. I'm probably going to buy myself a cyclocross bike. There are 7 cyclocross races called the Hut Cross down in Wellington. I might try my hand at a little bit of cyclocross racing just as a little bit of fun. I'm also going to be moving to Palmerston North, so I might do on my hour to hour and a half easy rides, just do a little bit of cyclocross. There's lots of good little trails around here, and it's also going to be a good idea to build my skills up for when I end up doing the crits in America in 2021. So basically everything has just gone haywire. That's a little bit of an explanation to what's going on for the season. Basically coronavirus and all this stuff has really just destroyed racing. So obviously the coronavirus has really just ruined racing. Like everyone's in the same boat. Everyone that was going overseas to race is having to come home. So I'm going to keep training as if Elite Nationals are still on. I'm going to try and set up all my Zwift stuff, and when I get that ready I'll make a video and I'll start doing a few streams on that. On a little bit more positive news, I had sold my ute because I was meant to be heading to the States. So I didn't have a vehicle and I was just driving around in that absolutely heinous Swift. So I went out and picked myself up this 2009 BMW station wagon. And the reason I got this one is obviously I can get the bike in the back there, but eventually I want to put like 4 bike racks on the roof and have it almost as like the CyclingTom team car. That is the idea for the future. But yeah, on a little bit more positive news to make myself feel better, I did buy myself another Beamer.